Welcome back. The World Music Day, first celebrated on June 21st, 1982. And since then, in this very special day, the whole world is celebrating with music. But as we said in our intro, Egypt is celebrating its own way. 22 ancient musical tools are on show, are displayed in the entrance of the National Museum in Tahrir Square. To shed more light on those 22 pieces and on this way to celebrate World Music Day, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Mr. Ahmed Badr, our tour guide. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you and all the audience. Thank you very much for having me. I'm a tourism expert, not a tour guide.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Would you please, sir, I'd like you to focus on this story. I mean, to have those 22 musical instruments or tools on the show. Let's track the music history in ancient Egypt.
Well, ancient Egyptians were very known with artists in general and music especially, since even before the age of the families, before the age of Mina, the great king who unified Egypt. So in all places, in all temples, in all tombs, you can find drawings and sculptures of musicians, especially ladies. And you can find some of the very well-known music instruments are originally from Egypt. As in this picture you are showing right now, the harp is originally Egyptian.
Yeah.
The lute or guitar is originally Egyptian. The drums, the flute or ney are originally Egyptian. Music was and still a very important part of Egyptian culture and Egyptian history. You can find music in nature. You know, if you look around, ourselves, we find music. Birds are singing. Some of the animals are doing music. You know, especially during time of marriage in animal kingdom. Even in the sea, whales are very well known with their singing. So music is in the nature. And as ancient Egyptians were always looking in the nature to see how nature is acting, and even they got most of their civilization from nature, like hieroglyphics, way of writing. If you see almost all of the hieroglyphic letters are from nature. It's birds, it's owls, it's hawks, it's...
and the deities or the gods themselves. You are going to see Basset, it's the cat, Anubis, it's the head of a dog, and many stuff like that. But I'd like to focus, if you permit me once again, to on the topic of today, which is celebrating the World Music Day. When I was speaking about tracking music in Egypt, I also meant to speak about the role of music in different occasions. I mean, the ancient Egyptians used the music in religious festivals, in even funerals, and also to express their joy in the times or the occasions where they are celebrating happy occasions. If you want to elaborate on that, sir.
Sure, yes. Ancient Egyptians were very known also with celebrations, especially religious celebrations in the temples. And definitely they were using music, different kinds of instruments, especially in celebration with the New Year, especially with the celebration of resurrection of Osiris. These were the most important celebrations that they were using, and they were always having like a parade going from the temples, going outside. There were always drum players, there were always flute players, and most of the players in ancient Egypt, they were women.
Mm-hmm.
If you see, most of the drawings are women, not men. They were the experts in playing with the music instruments. Even the goddess of music, she was Hathor. She was the goddess dedicated for music. So music, ancient Egyptians related it more to women, as it's something needs more feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm not saying men are not having feelings, but it's part of their culture and civilization related to women.
Mm-hmm.
They were always the music players inside the temples, inside the royal palaces. As you see, most of the drawings you are showing even are ladies.
Yeah.
Music and dances, of course. Your ladies playing music and ladies doing dances, and some of them were also related to religion.
Yep. But sir, what you're talking about is the professional side of the coin. But as far as I know, and would you please correct me if I'm wrong, that the workers of today, working in construction, for example, the farmers in the fields, while they are working, they are also singing, and they were saying that this is a habit which we inherited from our ancestors. Is it true?
Yes, it's true. Ancient Egyptian were singing during building of the magnificent pyramids and temples, and even the tombs. And they find in the tombs of the workers at the pyramid site where they discovered the tombs of the workers, and where they lived during building the pyramids. They found some traces that they were singing during building of the Great Pyramids. So that's something it's our Egyptian genes, Egyptian genome.
Yes.
Singing during working. The
and sir, if you permit me also to speak about, because I do have a lot of questions indeed, when it comes to the instruments.
Even farmers, yes. You can find farmers until today sitting by the canals playing the lutes and singing. This is something you can find even also in the drawings of the ancient Egyptians.
And maybe all of them are enjoying such a lovely voice. Sir, returning back to the tools themselves, I mean, did we have people who were specialists in manufacturing these musical instruments or tools? I mean, was there workshops totally dedicated to make or to manufacture those tools which we have till the moment? Some of them, and the 22 instruments are already on display in the entrance of Tahrir Square National Museum. Was it a workshop? Was it a factory? Maybe specialists. How did we know about this?
Yes, definitely. Well, ancient Egyptians believed in specialization. So definitely there were workers who are specialized in doing music instruments, like there were artists specialized in making statues, artists specialized in drawings. So definitely they had artists specialized in doing music instruments, and the pieces are will be in show in the Egyptian Museum is the best proof for that. And because music instruments are very sensitive instruments, so they need someone who is very specialized in them, not just someone who comes and do it. Even the most simple one, like ney or the lute or the flute, it's just a piece of wood that is maybe somebody would say it doesn't need somebody who's specialized in this, but no, it does. It's how long it is, where do you do the holes in it, so how it's the measurement. It needs somebody who knows what he's doing, even with the simplest of the instruments. So yes, and
no, this needs some minds who are very much excellent in mathematics and engineering. But what were the materials used, sir, in addition to wood, of course?
Of course, it was wood. That was the basic, and then it depends then on the instrument itself. Like if we're talking about drums, so the outer body was definitely wood, and then they used the skin of the animals to put it on the wooden skeleton, and then you will have the drum. If we were talking about something like the harp, they were using, of course, wood also, and then the guts of sheep as
the threads.
Excuse me, I'm
no, it's the threads. Right, yeah, one final question, sir.
The string, yes, the string.
One final question. Do we have still some musical instruments which can work till the moment? I mean, one or two, or I don't know how many of the 22 instruments that we can play on any of them till the moment? They are still valid?
Yes, they are still valid, yes. I'm sure, like the
harp?
Like the trumpets of King Tut that they were discovered in his tomb, they were used, and until today they can be used. So that gives you another idea about how these instruments were done in a perfect way, that they are still can be working even after more than 3,000 years.
This civilization is going to amaze the whole world forever. So, Mr. Ahmed Badr, our tourism expert, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day.
Thank you very much.
By this, we come to the end of this episode of our breakfast show, but tomorrow is another day with another crew. Stay tuned on Nile TV International always for more updates, and for more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net. You were in the company of my dear colleague Halal Hamalawi and myself, Nermeen Abdurrahman. Many thanks for watching.